Okay, fellow babies, it's the week before E3. I'm chilling at home right now, getting ready because E3 is hell week if you're me. Okay, it's 7 a.m. to midnight, alcohol-induced stupor, not fun. It's everybody in the world I gotta talk to, I gotta be nice to people, just not in my character. So E3 is a chore, but lots of interesting stuff goes on. So we're going to talk about some of that right now. So we're doing the special on what to expect from Microsoft. We're making some assumptions here. I don't predict. Predictions are for babies. I would love to tell you what I assume is going to happen. If it happens, great. If it doesn't, then you just wasted 6 or 7 minutes of your life. So what do I expect from Microsoft? I expect that Microsoft is going to talk about what a brilliant move they made, removing Kinect from the Xbox One bundle and cutting the price to be on par with PlayStation. I think they're going to spend a tremendous amount of time talking about why the Xbox One without Kinect is every bit as good as the PlayStation 4. And I think they're going to talk a ton about content. Now, when I say content, I don't really think they're going to spend as much time on games as most people at E3 would like them to, which would be 100% of the time. I think they're going to spend some time talking about original content on Xbox One that you can't get anywhere else, which means television programming type content. They're going to talk about the Xbox originals, which are going to be very much like Netflix originals. And I think they're going to have Nancy Tellem on stage. I think they're going to talk about Xbox One as a television tuner. I think you're going to get lots and lots and lots of multimedia from Microsoft. And I know you gamers think, well, that's stupid because this is E3 and this is a gamer show about gamers. Yes, that's true for the people there, but E3 is the only part of the game world that's actually covered by mainstream media. So you're going to have CBS and NBC and Fox and ABC and CNN and CNBC all there. They're all going to be reporting. I just got RSVPs for my E3 party from Bloomberg and the Wall Street Journal. So financial, outlets are going to be there. Mainstream media would not know Gears of War from God of War. But you talk about original programming and they want to write about it. So they care about TV because their readers, their viewers can relate to TV. So I think that's what you're going to get from Microsoft. I think Microsoft's going to spend a ton of time talking about why at $399 this wonderful console is better than Sony because it has original TV content. It's a multimedia device. You can tune in all sorts of stuff. And if you add Kinect, it makes it even better because you can search and you can do all sorts of stuff with voice commands. Again, most of us know how to search with smart glass, with a smartphone or with a tablet, and those things work without Kinect. So I think that people will continue to do things like that with the cheaper Xbox One. What I'm really curious to see, not a prediction, just an assumption, is whether price is the great equalizer. I'm really curious to see if the Xbox One starts selling as many units as the PlayStation 4. Sony has a pretty big head start on Microsoft, a couple million units at least. But now going forward, people who haven't made a decision yet, why would they pick one versus the other, based on price? They won't. So they're going to pick the box that they think is better for their lifestyle. I think the bigger driver last cycle of adoption of a console was where your friends are. I think that multiplayer became the defining, phenomenon of the past cycle, that if all your friends are playing on Xbox Live, you bought an Xbox 360. If all your friends are playing on PlayStation Network, you bought a PS3. I think that's similar this time. Yes, you're going to get more people playing on PlayStation Network this time around, but they cost roughly the same, 50 bucks for PSN, 60 bucks for Xbox Live Gold. And Xbox Live Gold, I think, has a larger installed base of multiplayer gamers. So I think you're going to see Microsoft pull back to even, and I think that was their goal in the price cut. Final assumption, I don't think a $399 Xbox One makes sense if the Xbox 360 is $299. So I believe you're going to see an Xbox 360 price cut at E3. I was a little surprised that Microsoft cut the price of the Xbox One effective June 9th, but they announced it in early May. I thought that they would wait until E3 to make that announcement. I believe they're waiting to make that announcement on the Xbox 360. I think they're going to bundle the Xbox 360 with all sorts of goodness, free Xbox Live Gold for a few months, some games bundled in, something. And I think they're going to try to win those customers over too, because you'll understand this if you are one of these households. There are people who don't have $400 for a console, but who do have $250 or $200 and may not have a console yet. There are Wii households who bought their Wii in 2006 when the primary gamer in the house was 6 or 8 years old. That primary gamer is 12 or 14 now, and they're thinking about buying a new console, and it's easier to buy one for $200 than $400. So I think there's a lot of legs left in the Xbox 360. I think Sony will do the same thing with the PS3. I think they'll match whatever Microsoft does. Microsoft cuts to $249, they're at the same price. Microsoft goes deeper, I think Sony will go deeper. So I think you might end up with a $199 from each company for their current gen consoles, which if you've been an Xbox guy for the last several years, not a bad price point to go ahead and buy yourself a PS3 and go play Uncharted or Last of Us, because they're freaking amazing games that you couldn't play on Xbox. So for $200, you get an opportunity to play a lot of cool content. Anyway, don't expect any massive game announcements. There'll probably be some Halo news, some news about the progress on Gears of War. They're not coming out this year, so I don't think you're going to get anything massive, that's an Xbox One exclusive. But I think they'll show some content from Halo and from Gears of War. That's about what I expect from Microsoft. No predictions. I don't care if everything I just guessed doesn't happen, because I'm not getting paid to do this. So the worst thing that happens is I wasted 5 minutes talking to you. You wasted 5 minutes of your life listening to me. Thanks for joining us. I'll be back tomorrow with a preview of some more goodness at E3.